Before I do for my own sake, I'm gonna preface this with internet died at the end of the last stream. So that's why it ended abruptly, even though no one was watching and I'm talking to myself for my own sake. Alright. I'm gonna beat this campaign today, hopefully. Probably not. Probably won't complete much, but we'll see. Apparently, I saw a third iteration is probably gonna nerf here soon, because apparently it's dealing more damage than I anticipated. Each bullet's dealing too much damage because it's dealing the same amount of damage as a regular scout rifle, but each bullet is dealing that amount of damage, so it's like quadrupling it. I have a bunch of crucible stuff. I have to fix this. Okay, cool. Alright. This real fast. Yeah, I like how they changed that from being upgrade modules to just enhancement cores, because I don't have to keep going back to Banshee now. I probably won't ever have to. So many of them. Yeah, the armor set for this is growing in. It's nice to be able to just be able to run full speed whenever.
Guardian, someone's on the line.
Before the Giver was found to exiles, the long drift eroded our spirit of eons. Our catch was poisoned by ether hunger and treachery. But just when exiles were near our house, death, the Giver's gravity reach led us to its dark matter. And inside, discovery of the voice invisible. Words of mind alone. The power to speak as one. And in Giver's reach, we also found Ionians. For many lives, we shared discovery. The ways of dark matter open to all. Integration and ether life for our house. Then came the Deathless Warriors. From beyond the Giver's orbit. Strong, impressive, with power beyond stars. The exiles share no hatred with you. We want only the gifts of the Giver. But if the Deathless steal dark matter from our house, they will be met with blades. All will perish who take what is freely given.
This all seems to be a misunderstanding. That's really what it seems like. It's just a big misunderstanding. We're caught up in the middle of something that we don't need to be. What up? You know? Ooh, 10 of those. Cool. Explode. Oh, it does have Firefly on it. I was not sure. What does this even do if it's... It increases the reload speed. It's just an alarm reload speed increase. That's cool. I've never seen it enhanced before. At least I don't remember it. Yeah, I forgot about the whole gimmick of the area. Heck of a hike to get back over. that, and I can start the mission.
Orin says a lot of things no one understands.
We're through. Now to disable the Exile's dark matter refinery.
All this.
I wish it was as simple as talking to them. Last time I tried, I got shot at.
Play this?
It wasn't my Elixir accent.
Lodi, did the Ionians ever explain why they stopped working with the House of Exile? From what I gather, it didn't end well.
I got to talking with one of the old pilots who gabbed on the subject a bit. Ionians tried to synthesize ether for the house.
Why? That's not a simple job. Leave it to those servitor garbage disposals. Matter goes in, ether comes out. Easy.
Except here, everything's imprinted with dark matter, which they apparently want to extract for a pure conversion to ether. The Ionians say it shouldn't be harmful, but the singularity seems to make it toxic to the elixir.
That's it!
But I am mighty. Exile is our teacher, our home. Our rifles are ready. Our will is anointed by the giver.
That's strange. It doesn't have enough juice to charge the relay.
This is from
Maybe we can overcharge the cannon somehow.
So we're loaded right here when I got the contact. Ooh. Makes sense.
This is the house's central refinery. My scans are going a little haywire, but that can't be right. These pipes are operating at alarming pressures.
Let me fill you in on a little secret. None of House Exile's gear has safety regulators. My kind of people.
Hey team, I've seen those little flying bots play hot potato delivering dark matter down to your proximity.
I have an idea. Guardian, a concentration of dense matter could send the whole system over the edge. Let's look for those shanks. You were right, Lodi. This scans like dark matter, wrapped around an artificial gravity well.
Oh, don't worry if it doesn't fit. Just jam it in there.
Pressure's increasing. The pipes are still holding. We need more.
Incoming exiles. Crack your knuckles and rack your slides.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but they seem intent on a fight. Their leader doesn't sound like he's crazed or confused. He has an agenda and a voice to wield it.
Seen a lot of those types in my time.
Maybe we could still reason with him. Lavask, the House of Exiles and the Ionians used to be allies. Don't turn your back on that. Let's look for a solution together.
Fool scholars hold our ascension for their distant study. No more! Of the killer, drink of it, enter its horizon.
It's barely holding together. One more,
Let's keep
Guardian.
going. Use my healing rift. It didn't use it. So that's alright though. Hand cannons.
This is the house's central refinery. My scans are
Nice
going a little
fucking
haywire,
headshot.
but
Firefly.
that can't be right. These pipes are operating at alarming pressures.
Let me fill you in on a little secret. None of House Exile's gear has safety regulators. My kind of people.
Hey team, I've seen those little flying bots play hot potato delivering dark matter down to your proximity.
I have an idea. Guardian, a concentration of dense matter could send the whole system over the edge. Let's look for those shanks.
What a waste of it.
You were right, Lodi. This scans like dark matter, wrapped around an artificial gravity well.
Oh, don't worry if it doesn't fit. Just jam it in there.
Pressure's increasing, but the pipes are still holding. We need more.
Incoming exiles. Crack your knuckles and rack your slides.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but they seem intent on a fight.
Okay. Let's see this time.
Their leader doesn't sound like he's crazed or confused. He has an agenda and a voice to wield it.
Seen a lot of those types in my time.
Maybe we could still reason with him.
One more, Guardian.
Entomb the deathless. Protect our ascension.
Well, now, that went, great.
It did. We learned the house centers around this giver. Watch your flank, Guardian.
He doesn't.
You feed their greed, speak their human lies. Ionians want us truth blind, to keep the anomaly sight from Elixni eyes. Our voice is a raised spear, arc sparking. Seal against the black space sea. Our banner. We suffer. All suffer.
I came here thinking these elixirs were poisoned, needed help. But this, like a bunch of holy rollers.
More exiles between you and the exit.
This Archon has a stranglehold on his people. They're gonna follow him right into the grave.
I am seeing your doom. Your fall. Spread across many visions, many possibilities. Only one. A strike true.
So he's better did that.
That pilot I spoke to, he mentioned the Archon, Lavask, wasn't always the leader of the house. But one day he starts getting visions, next he gets a taste for politics.
A gift from his giver.
The giver and the singularity sound like synonyms, but I can't see how a black hole gives anyone anything.
Given what we know, my hypothesis is that the source of the Holy Singularity, as the Ionians call it, and the Exile's giver are one in the same.
Ikora, the Nine invited us here. It was three. The thought just... It's like it unlocked in my head.
Wasn't the giver what they called the Traveler? If I remember Season of the Splicer correctly. Did they call it the Giver in Season of the Splicer? Back during Beyond Light?
Three didn't just bring us here to deal with the Archon.
Agreed. What does the planet care about a single Elixni? Either way, we need to neutralize the threat he poses to the Ionians. I've seen leaders like Lavask before. He doesn't want a war. He just can't look weak in front of his people. Could we offer the Archon safety in the city for technology? I bet they have a solution to the temporal disturbances on Kepler.
You can't just shove a power-hungry maniac in the middle of the city and expect it not to go off. Reality is, Your idea is the fastest way in the world to lose the last safe place on it. I ain't losing anything else.
I've heard a lot of saber-rattling old men say that same thing. They all had one commonality. Fear. Guardian, I have a hot tip from my favorite informant. That ship we cut the power to, the Archon's on it. We stopped it from being operational, but he's determined to get it airborne.
Wouldn't be the first catch you've stormed, hero, or the first house you've toppled.
I don't have the ship's location, but I might have something just as good. Goes by the name Prime Servitor, and they're holding the Strangelet we need.
Great. The mission's called Gouge. I assume that's because servitors look like outlaws. It was a lot cooler if it was called Exile's Lair or something like that. Ass was blinking. I wanna collect all my stuff. This gets me the Strangelet capsule, which will progress to defeat finally. I'm gonna die. Not being able to use a Sparrow is, or Skimmer, either one, it's just driving me insane. I guess it is a smaller location, but man, I still want to get across it as fast as possible.
Guardian, I have a hot tip from my favorite informant. That ship we cut the power to, the Archon's on it. We stopped it from being operational, but he's determined to get it airborne.
Wouldn't be the first catch you've stormed, hero, or the first house you've toppled.
This will either draw the Archon out so we can deal with him, or at least weaken his authority and delay whatever he's planning to do to the Singularity with that Elixni warship.
All right, hero. If the kid's lead is good, the house shouldn't be expecting you.
My lead is good. Our Strangelet's here. I can feel it.
Deathless, you arrived, yes, as it was foretold. This is one of the fated clashes by exiles.
Finally, completed the seasonal challenge. Okay, so that stasis shield thing, as it was gone, I break it. If I shoot it with a stasis weapon, it of course takes more damage than that. But if I break it, it gets frozen. That is good to know. Now, if I see one of them, I just gotta swap weapons.
Our pride will battle test the deathless. It is blessed with the giver's powers. House of Exile will defend it until the end.
Plus, with the giver's powers, that oh, that was close. Yeah, Traveler and Giver are one and the same. Lodi just doesn't know about the Traveler because he's from the 60s. Currently, not the 60s. I think it's the 60s. Space.
ascend and be cradle kept in the giver's embrace.
We're gonna do Fallen Guardians. So that's high boosts. Oh, high ball. I bet fallen ghost the check. I'm gonna serve them. Probably serve them. That's a legendary move thing, or that's just the change that close the move. I've seen it at any level. I really didn't like that scout. Felt really slow. Gears climbing up. We're already up to 70. The highest piece. I really need a new helmet. And a new primary. They're dragging me down a lot. I'm gonna grab this instead of what I was gonna get. Sorry to,
I was hoping this would get their attention. Next time we have a quiet moment, I want to try to get them talking. It's worked before.
There's a high concentration of dark matter running through this facility.
Could the Prime Servitor be integrating it into the house's Arc network?
Whatever the Archon's planning, he must need the Servitor.
That's a good angle to apply pressure. I'll work it.
did I miss something? This one. I think that's something we need to do.
There has to be a way through those laser barriers.
No, really?
I've seen the house use teleporters to navigate these mazes.
Totally didn't notice the teleport thing waiting for me to reload it. This was anything? I wonder if it's little gravity seeking things like graviton lamps. It's cool. Challenging. Challenging. You know what?
Do you feel it, Lavask? Walls are closing in. If the Deathless destroys your house's Prime Servitor, how can you be favored by the Giver?
Our Prime stands in defiance of the Deathless. In service of its holy Archon, it will be reborn and ascend into the timeless space.
Sounds pretty fishy to me, kid.
Admit it, Lavask, you're a false prophet. And right now, you're terrified because your plan won't work without your servitor.
Only my vision shows the path. I am a
Is it
faithful.
not hitting it?
I will deliver your promised ascension.
I guess there's a ring. That's a little hard on the eyes. Into the back.
Archon, how do you plan to ascend without the Strangeling? It's all falling apart, isn't it?
We are cunning. In the depths of which will we prepare our voyage. You believe you stopped us? You cannot stop our fated harvest.
Fate. This guy's talking about fate a whole lot. So this is like the other part of the that was it? This isn't even a dark no way. Absolutely. That was the boss fight. This is a letdown. Build up. Have to get a baby surgery. Super order. Get that. Yeah, all that was just such a safety issue.
Lodi, it appears your lead checks out. Here's our prime circuit, and the energy signature coming off of it matches the singularity.
It's definitely holding the Straightwood capsule we're looking for.
I told you my intel was reliable. Now, you take out the servitor, and I'll get the Archon to talk.
Got a whole flock of smaller servitors buzzing around. Damn, they're everywhere.
They're like watchdogs. We'll have to clear them out to get to the Prime.
That servitor tripped some kind of magnetic lockdown.
It's cut off from the generators. Shield down.
My chat doesn't exist. I'm sitting here by myself. Now, you're an idiot, so why don't you just shut up and leave me alone?
Dissection atomic.
Not funny.
Visions of your scattering come to be.
ain't gonna move.
Found it.
I'm picking up more servitors flooding in. You'll need to take them out.
I know you're listening, Lavask. I know your people are too. They're watching the Deathless shed light on your lies, doubting you.
Our catch takes flight. Our drills tipped with the Giver's power. Into the singularity we ascend!
Another shield generator is following.
push into the singularity, and those rumors of using a powered-up catch were right on the money. Lo hice. Thank you for your cooperation.
Looks like there's a crawl space under the floor.
We'll find a way through.
You storm with cloud liars at your back. You reap what is not yours and break what others build. See what they take from us, my family. My house, stand with your Archon against the deathless blight. Protect the giver. Protect your holy servitor.
That's a huge
It's
increase.
over, Lavask. Your Prime Servitor is lost, and we have its Strangelet capsule.
I reject this. We reject this. A defeat here was always a possibility, Met. Just one of the many paths to the grand design. I am victorious. Exiles victorious. We are fated to conquer the deathless. Defeat looms for those who reject the giver's embrace. You will see, as I have seen. Exiled children of Lavask, the giver's arms await us. We will bore into the timeless space and ascend.
Timeless space. They want to go into the black hole. Make it big enough so they can all go through? That's ascension?
Look at this coward, running off every line he can think of. We might have broken him.
But you picked that up. They're gearing up to try to harvest a member of the Nine. I have no earthly idea how, but it can't be good.
You dismantled that con like a pro, kid. Got him spilling everything, just to save face. Nice work.
Thanks for the assist. Guardian, I have a hot tip from my favorite informant. That ship we cut the power to, the Archon's on it. We stopped it from being
Again,
operational,
failure
but he's
again.
determined to get it airborne.
Wouldn't be the first catch you've stormed, hero, or the first house you've toppled.
Ooh. Okay, this just split into a bunch of different side missions. I'm going to do the side missions as they appear. And have this now. So I can fast travel here. I'm probably gonna get like 2, maybe 3 more of those. With 2 more fast travel spots. Like 1 here and 1 here. I'm gonna take a break for a minute.
That's from a Golden Age game called chess. I found a few pieces myself on Earth. It's a sure sign the Nine got their eyes on you. I used to think they were telling us to be strategic, think it through, play the long game. But now, I think it's a reminder that we're just placeholders, stored in a little box they call time, until they're all burned out. Like Orin. Maybe that's just my guilty conscience talking. Go out there and prove me wrong, hero. I'm begging you.
Okay. Recognize it just as easily. This looks like one of our ancient messages to Earth. The original mandate was to explore this separate system and return to home in due time. At some point, Mission Control stopped replying and you're stranded. What you see now grew from that misfortune. There must be more.
Sounds like there are more pieces to collect in the Accord.
I'd sure like to know what they all mean. Wouldn't you? Do it to it, hero.
White Pawn. NXE6. Instructions received. Dark matter collection online. Temporal disturbance. Now, solidly early days of development, we had an ongoing correspondence game with Mission Control. Over time, the moves gained meaning, becoming a primary stage. Now, centuries later, our messages are reappearing, presumably undelivered. Actually, they're marking the map. They're marking the map. That's so much easier. Organic sentience, non-hostile contact established. No response received. Please repeat transmission. Communications time out came later. Organic sentience hostile entrenchment protocols. That's a urn, like from yeah, probably. Inorganic sentience hostile defensive protocols connected. I don't know what any of this means. Temporal disturbances, loss of life and health. Unidentified contact, organic sentience supplies. I sure hope I'm not supposed to figure this out on my own and they tell me what's going on. Emergency, reestablish communication. Die again. Unidentified contact and organic sentient sped bonds. Am I taking this town? Why is it not tracked? Turn, okay. Get out of this area. I don't like that area at all. And then the other mission should be right around here somewhere. And the next one. Each transmission is told a story of how we cut off the first and left to fend for ourselves. Mystery until you arrived. Now we know the truth of the collapse of the love. The last message makes me wonder if there are any other forces at play, those with an interest in keeping the place.
Last time I found one of these pieces, I was having a hard time. Fixing to bug out of this orbit for good. And they're what stopped me. Convinced me there was something left for me here after all. Figured they were secret clues to my place in the Nine's grand plan. Turns out, they were Ionian messages that never made it home. I've just been collecting undelivered mail this whole time. Even if they weren't meant for me, there's no doubt in my mind I was meant to deliver them. I'm glad they finally made it back home, where they belong. Just like me.
Okay then. Faculty advisement.
Another lost enclave of humanity. It's incredible. After Neptune, I thought for sure there could be no more. I am rarely so glad to be wrong. We must establish ties with them. Do whatever you can, Guardian. But there is the problem of communication. Relying on Lodi troubles me, as helpful as he is. It would be better to be able to speak to them directly. Even one layer of translation can lose meaning, nuance. No need to mistrust him on my account.
How do you... There! Oh, Guardian! The Ionians were a huge help when I first arrived. I was disoriented. They helped me keep my feet on the ground.
We must learn more. Investigate, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you to be polite.
Cover the sky, strength of the dark, the dog still taking the
The Ionians are a society of scientists. I guess that's what happens when researchers end up on the outskirts of everything and stay there forever. Anyone you chat with will probably send you to the Dean. She nearly had a heart attack when I arrived. called me anomaly blessed. They call you that too. Their language is tonal, but really distinct. It's like someone put Basque and a theremin in a blender and let it run over a few centuries. Man, humans are amazing.
Shrine to failure. Every separate item here has an accompanying log that notes a failure. Some are personal, some are disproven hypothesis. Test 43A resulted in implosion. Genetic samples lost to mold. Forgot to wish Professor Viola a happy birthday. The shrine is a vow to learn and try again. Okay. Reading these side quests. We had a fright of our lives when the voice of the holy anomaly arrived. Even more so when you came, a clear sign this moment is important in time. I'm studying Vex technology. These beings possess simulation capabilities which could make dangerous research far safer. You seem comfortable with such risk. Procure samples of Vex for Professor Viola, and perhaps we can form a partnership. Your presence was preordained. Walk your path with skepticism.
Guardian, you've met Dean Rebecca. She's my rescuer, your host. She wants our help studying the Vex, and I've only been able to get so far.
I'm not surprised. They're hostile on a good day.
They didn't seem to mind me getting close.
It's odd they didn't shoot you on sight.
Huh. The Dean would appreciate help bringing deactivated Vex samples to Professor Viola.
Probably didn't shoot him on sight because he's just a dude.
Guardian, you have one new call.
I have a favor to ask you, Guardian. It's about Lodi. Right now, we have to rely on him to translate, to guide. But it's too convenient. We find a perfectly suitable ally who just happened to arrive here a little before we did. The Ionians have been isolated. I wouldn't expect them to know about Guardians or the Traveler, for instance. But Lodi seemed taken aback to see Exo and Awoken in shared files. Even the Neomuni, sheltered though they were, had those baselines. Where did he come from? Something about him is stranger, even than present circumstances suggest. Earn his trust, Guardian. Perhaps he'll be more forthcoming with you.
Didn't they already establish that he came from the past? I could have swore that that was established like 3 missions. Sucks that I'm gonna miss out on day 1 of the raid. Why did they make me go back through this area? Yeah, blue weapons are gonna start very soon. I can feel it if they haven't already. Can't even bother to kill these things anymore. She's back out here. Oh, even better.
The language will have to come with time. But the things they know. If I could just understand now, one step at a time. I've been able to initiate dialogues here and there with the Ionians, not much. But better than nothing. They are patient. I suppose they would have to be. One of them repeated the same thing for me, 20 times at least. I couldn't quite understand something about the holy anomaly. And Lodi, maybe. I'll have to try again. Kepler is 2 things at once. Suspiciously serendipitous and deliberately challenging. It's like we were invited to a dinner and sat at our assigned seats without looking at the place cards. Someone wanted us all to meet. So where's the host?
Oh, it's all the way down there. I'm speedrunning this. I'm having fun, but I'm getting... I don't know, the backtracking is kind of meh. Weapon mods into my health.
I've been standing under the stars thinking about orbits. how sometimes the pull of gravity between bodies is symbiotic, and other times disastrous. You can destroy an entire solar system by placing one aberrant mass into the balance, skewing the gravity of a closed system. I'm beginning to worry Lodi might be such an aberration. I didn't have a solid theory until we realized the Vex were involved here. Maya's collective seems to be looking for the same things Lodi is. If their motives are aligned, other things could be too. I want you on this. Find out what the Vex are researching. And take note of how Lodi reacts. If their orbits intersect, make sure we know how. This stays between us. You know I've carried my suspicions around our arrival here, around Lodi.
I don't know, Ikora. I can see how his tendency to be vague is suspicious, but he seems to genuinely want to help.
Recently, Ophiuchus uncovered that he's been sending encoded transmissions using Vex arrays, but we don't know to whom.
Oh.
He's exchanging information and pretending to be a lone agent. At the very least, he's sending out information and lying about it. I found the locations of the arrays. I'm forwarding them to you. Scrape their data and send it back.
Understood. Guardian, I have an incoming transmission. Patching it through.
I have the Ionian Dean here. She sends her greetings. I'll relay your messages to her and translate what I can of her response. Whatever is in there is dangerous, but precious to them. It's been out of reach.
Was it this? Can't be overlooking it. Stupid. X encryption broken. Contact with subject A interrupted. Coordinates undefined. I recognize the stars. I'm so close. Requesting mission parameters. He is coming. Power. I'm almost halfway there. That's the one I already came across. First time through here. Is there another one? Let me retract the quest because it keeps. I hate that. Okay, so they're not here, they're scattered. I have the one here, there's one here, and there's one there. So we'll go here, backtrack it a little bit towards the start area. There. Yeah. I really don't want to use this hand cannon anymore. I don't need this. I don't need this. Something special ammo. Not really getting much of anything out of it. My position's compromised. I'm boosting my signal with local tech. I've sent the recall codes. Just respond. Here, I'm fast traveling. It's a short walk.